What is it?
You never heard of her, Lucy from Cyberpunk.
I think you told me about that the last time we talked.
Yeah, I showed you.
Yeah. Okay. So when is that coming?
A couple weeks probably. It's shipping from Japan, so.
That's actually really nice.
But it's shipping, and I pre-ordered that fucker like a year ago. So
I guess when you want the good figures, it pays to wait.
I'm mad though because I really want to get the Priscilla figure that just came out, like from ReZero.
Oh, I would say, weren't we talking about that a little bit ago?
They announced them forever ago, but they just came out. But I had I don't know. It's like unstable acquirability. If you get what I'm saying. Like I may or may not be able to get them. It's just kind of up in the air. But gosh, I want them.
I'm like I said, I'm gonna be looking into second figure. I narrowed it down to a few, but I think I want a Bleach figure.
Like they released an Owl and a Priscilla, but I really want the Priscilla.
Wait a minute, they have Owl?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might want to see what Owl looks like.
And they announced the next ones are going to be Crush and Felix.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. I'm waiting.
Although I don't like how the Crush one looks. Honestly, I think it's kind of like lower quality. I feel like
maybe.
I mean, I've already seen it. They've already like shown it.
Huh. Well, on that note,
which is a shame because Crush is a good character, you know.
Yeah, I like her character so far. I like her character so far. It sucks that her memories, she's as messed up as she is, but yeah.
And then after that, it's going to be Anastasia and Julius, I believe.
Wow. Well, on that note, welcome to the Anipod.
Hell yeah.
Episode number 4, I believe.
Speak, mortal.
Speaking of speaking and talking about, ReZero, and it's been a while since, we've been out. A lot has happened in the anime world.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've been talking about it week by week, and I finally got the idea of seeing if my StreamYard will work in this method. Season 3, Part 1, JJK is over.
It certainly is.
The Culling Game Part 1. And beautiful. Just in one word. Oh.
Real. Oh, fuck. Alright, first things first. Fuck that cockroach, bro. Fuck that cockroach. Lame ass nigga, bro.
Listen,
bitch ass.
I'm laying down. I'm eating, and all I hear is one domain.
No, listen, bro. Because I mean, listen. I already knew it was gonna happen because I read the manga, right? So I had the same reaction then, which is, bro, I want to see the fucking triple domain, and this fuck ass nigga who already lost the fight just bro. Listen, I don't even know what he was so excited to be in there for. Like he already lost. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he thought he could. I have no idea.
Mind you, the smart option, if you're trying to take advantage of the fact that they all blew all their cursed energy, is to let the domain go on. And let it run its course and see who comes out at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're lucky, it might be the only one of them's left, and it might be Uro, who he already countered. Because that was the whole thing, is he countered Uro, right?
Yeah.
No, he just pops in the second the shit starts, and then it just breaks up immediately.
Yeah, I was sitting there and I was eating, and eating started to increase because I'm like, what the hell am I about to see? And then, boom, just like a cockroach, the cockroach ruins everything. Yes, I was as mad. I was as mad and ticked off too.
Nah, that was a tough fucking fight though. That was such a good. Like
That
it was
fight,
it was so much better in the show than in the manga. Like it's not even funny.
and thinking about that entire season and all the fights in which have been displayed that season. I still might think my favorite is Maki versus the Zenin.
Nah, I mean, listen, that was good. That was really good.
My favorite movie of all time is Kill Bill Volume 1. And to animate that, I don't even want to begin to know how long it took for them to do that. That fight will always stick out to probably one of my top 10 fights in all of anime. It was just the way that it was choreographed, the way that it was drawn, the way it was colored. Yuji versus Higuruma.
Higuruma is one of them characters where, like JJK's got like a serious problem in my opinion, where it's got these really fucking cool side characters that you just don't see enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like Higuruma needs to be in there more. Like, I fuck with him so much more than like 95% of the people we actually deal with most of the time.
I mean, seeing him and going through, me basically introduced because I've only watched the anime. So, being introduced to him for the first time and all the stuff in which he can do, I think I agree with you in the point of I think he could fight Gojo.
Nah, I'm not giving that. I'm not giving that.
I'm not saying not he ain't gonna win, but
I'm not giving him that.
It would be an interesting fight.
Listen, the way the fight goes,
especially with Judgment.
Listen, here's the best case with how that fight goes. Okay, he pops his domain, right? Let's say he gets confiscation and death penalty at the same time, right? Gojo still put him through a blender.
I mean, Gojo will. I mean, take away all of Gojo's abilities anyway. He's basically, Jujutsu God.
Yeah, even with just the basic hands, Gojo just put him through a blender.
I mean, yeah, that was it. I mean, just no power, no nothing, just straight hands. Yeah, he still wins. But
like Higuruma ain't like that, Like Higuruma ain't on that tier. I think if you put him against I don't know, I'm trying to think really like
Reggie.
Reggie knew the score with that guy. He didn't even try him.
Exactly.
Because they were in the same colony. Reggie knew. Listen, don't go to Higuruma's spot. We ain't about that.
Yeah.
Because Higuruma, like the funny thing about Higuruma is that out of all the players in the clone game who had 100 points or close to it 100 points, he's the only one who's a new like sorcerer. The rest are all like past sorcerers who just got reincarnated. So he's the only new guy who got his technique and immediately started dropping niggas.
Okay, this might be a stupid question, but whatever happened, or was that to you to fight at the end of in the big triple domain? The guy who made the rule.
Ryu?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
No, I was saying they. I don't even remember seeing him after he made the rule.
Wait, Ishigori? Wait, are you talking about the guy with the hair cannon?
No. The guy who made the 8th rule.
What 8th rule? Which one was that?
before the past sorcerer who's waiting on Sukuna.
Oh, Kashimo?
Thank you.
Yeah. What about him?
No, I was saying he made the rule and they haven't showed him since.
Yeah, he's gonna be next season.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, we went through all that crap to make the rules so we can make the other two rules, but he was only there so people can see each other and know their points. So we know he's around to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like he's next season stuff.
And then Yuji's name on his player card in the Cully game. Is it Yuji or is it Sukuna?
It's Sukuna.
That's what I wanted to know. Thank you for telling me that because I've been trying to sit here forever to think that one through.
Yeah, because every reincarnated sorcerer is a product of Kenjaku. They're all automatically included in the Culling game.
Okay. So that's okay. Now this is starting to make flipping sense. That's why Angel's name isn't Angel's name because she's a reincarnation.
Yeah. Like most of the strong sorcerers we're seeing in the new Culling game, they're all incarnated sorcerers.
Got it.
Other than Higuruma and the Takaba, that's the guy with the lean to powers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's also a new guy.
I like Takaba.
Yeah, we'll see more of him too. He actually gets like a pretty long fight later on.
I would say I think he can, if he understands his power, go against anyone.
Well, the narrator said word for word that it's a power that can actually overcome Gojo even.
Yeah.
But the thing is like it's only so strong because he doesn't know how it works because he has to genuinely think whatever happening is funny, right?
Exactly.
So if I'm fighting somebody and I know that I need to find something funny to win, I'm not gonna be able to find it funny actually. So it's only powerful because he's ignorant.
Right. I like that.
I don't know what he thinks is happening though. Is my thing. How does he think he's doing this then?
That's great questions.
Because he was just a regular dude. He was just a regular ass guy until all this. You know what I'm saying?
He was a comedian.
Yeah, just a regular dude.
So going through. Oh man. Kudos to the Culling game part 1.
Yeah, next part has also like 2 really good fights in particular coming up. But what I'm really excited for is like especially after the Sendai colony fight. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with Gojo and Sukuna. They're putting some sauce on that for sure.
I would say what I heard or I read is that they was going to try to take Gojo versus Sukuna and make it a movie.
That's what they're saying. I don't know. I mean, I'm personally sick of the movies at this point.
I personally think that they need to just stick it right into the anime. You want to split it between episodes, do it. You want to run it an entire episode like you did the monkey fight, please do that.
I think movies low-key kill the hype a little bit, if you ask me.
I do too.
Like Demon Slayer Demon Slayer is the one who's like popularizing that. And goddamn, bro, I'm sick of Demon Slayer.
Well,
I'm sick of that shit.
Well, no, look at Chainsaw Man.
They just did it but they also, that's also following in Demon Slayer's footsteps. I feel like Demon Slayer did it first,
but it was good.
It was good, but I also don't think it needed to be a movie. I think it would have been fine just to be its own arc.
What? Just a whole 12 episode arc?
Yeah. Probably less, actually. Probably could have made it 5.
It could have been a mini. I mean, you probably could have put it as a mini arc within a season.
I mean, apparently in the manga, that whole arc is only like 10 chapters.
Right. So, I mean, it could have been like 3 episodes.
4 episodes. And I liked the movie, and I liked the Demon Slayer movies, but like I don't prefer them having been movies instead of just been shows.
Okay.
Back in the fucking day, they would do that. They would listen. Back in the day, they would at least release it, episodically, and then maybe later down the line they make it a movie, and they would just smash it.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, they did. I'm saying
I remember
they took the Gojo arc and made it a movie.
Yeah, I would say I remember. What was it? The Tree of Power. Yeah, I made it a movie. And
I remember that.
They broke it down into sections so it looked episodic.
I guess so. I don't remember.
This is back in my high school days, or me showing my age. We're talking late 90s.
What, the Tournament of Power? Bro, that was like 2018. That was 2018, I think.
No, not Tournament of Power. The Tree of Might. Sorry.
Oh, the Tree of Might. Okay, yeah. Man, I watched that. Come on now. I watched every Dragon Ball Z movie. I watched all the bitches. I
didn't. I watched the ones in which I thought was the most important.
No, I watched all of them. I was out here renting that shit on Netflix back when you needed to get them in the red envelopes. All right.
I watched that stuff on VHS. So yeah.
Tree of Might, World's Strongest.
World's Strongest is good.
The Dead Zone, okay? Motherfucking
really good.
Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, Broly 1, Broly 2, Bio Broly. Hang on, I'm not done yet. BoJack. All right. Mm-hmm. Super Android 13. Okay, hang on, I'm not done yet. Return of Cooler. Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
And the last one was what was it called? The Dragon, the Rise of the Dragon, or some shit like that.
That wasn't the Janemba movie.
That was the one. That was the last one. That's Harudagon, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
The big dragon dude.
That's so long.
I watched all the bitches. More than once, probably.
I would say, yeah. I would say, no, that's kind of, but I mean, and as far as movies go, I mean, everything started from there, and everybody tries to get that captivation, especially now.
Well, no, because it's not the same though, because those were all non-canon, non-manga shit. That was just side content. No,
fantasy things. But now,
now modern animes, they're listen. Demon Slayer makes a fucking bag every time they do it. They make bag when they make movies because everybody has to go. Yeah, it's pay per view. It's pay per view. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So now they're all fucking doing it, and I don't think they need to. And I low key don't want Gojo's Akun to be a movie. I really don't.
I would rather it just be, like I said, an episode.
It's actually too long to be one episode. If you ask me,
but that's the point. Then make it as long as it needs to be.
It's too long to be an episode, and it's too short to be a movie. That's my thing.
Okay, so make it 2 episodes.
I think you could squeeze that into 3 episodes, probably. If I'm guessing, it's been a while since I read it, right? And the thing with JJK is that they extend the fights though, because like I said, in the Sendai Colony fight, they were not doing half the shit they were doing in the show that they were in the manga. Like that one point when Uro takes the parking lot and flips it like a carpet. She does not do that in the manga at all. That's pure sauce.
Now that brings a great question. Are they going to make changes to that fight in the?
There's no shot they're not going to. There's no way they're not going to. They're absolutely going to. Listen. They're they have to get that fight right because that's arguably the most hyped fight. And no, that's probably the most hyped anime fight since Goku versus Jiren back in the day. I don't even think that's arguable. I think that's just a fact, right?
Yeah.
So they have to get it right.
I agree.
Now the only thing I'm a little worried about regarding the fight is, I could really see them going away with it where they skew how the fight's already perceived because my my bad. I got shot at. I got assassinated. But like I could see them like listen. A lot of studios, they run agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like in One Piece, Toei's got a pretty clear anti-Sanji agenda. They make him look like ass a lot of times when he doesn't look like ass in the manga. Yeah, I feel like Mappa might, that studio that does JJK. I think Mappa might do. They might gas Gojo up more than he already is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they might go that way, and I'm a little worried about that. Like they might pick out Sukuna a little bit more than he is.
I would say no. That might be a fight more. I'm hyped to see what that's really going to look like, especially now that I've been spoiled on how that goes and how Yuji survives and all of that. It's going to be interesting to see what that looks like. Does he have control of the Maharaga?
Who's Sukuna?
Yeah.
It's kind of a spoiler for the viewers, don't you think? But
no. You can tell me that out. You can tell me that outside of this podcast. But that question, I would really kind of like to know already.
He beat Maharaga and Shibuya, so
yeah, that was my point. That's a question. Oh my lord, that was that's just question. That's questions for outside. But within the talk of what we're here for, I read really stupid things, and so I found another CBR article.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. CBR article. 10 greatest anime masterpieces of all time ranked.
Man, listen. I don't even gotta hear this shit. I know. Listen, it's gonna be Death Note. It's gonna be fucking.
No, I would say then prepare yourself.
Cowboy Bebop, motherfucking. Attack on Titan, Full Metal. Come on now, I know they're gonna say.
You ready? I have the list.
Listen, I used to have a joke about that with. Hang on. I used to have a joke about that with my one friend. It was like every nigga got the same top 10 favorite characters list. It's always some shit about like Sasuke Uchiha, Eren Yeager, like Yagami. It's always the same 10 niggas, bro.
All right, then I said, then this might surprise you. Some of those are in here.
Shit, let me see it.
All right, first one on the list. Paranoia Agent is a psychological masterpiece from a legendary storyteller.
You said Paranoia Agent?
Paranoia Agent.
I don't ever heard of that, actually.
First one on their list.
No, never heard of it, actually.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't talk about that one, I guess.
Second one on the list. Hajime no Ippo.
Man, I watched some of that. It's good. I haven't watched too much of it, really. Like, I've never really managed to get past like the first 12 episodes.
I may have watched maybe a snippet of an episode because I do remember the boxing.
Yeah, so, I'm sure. It probably gets better as it goes, but I don't know. Just it didn't catch my eye too much to really sit through it all the way.
Third, Monster Chronicles, a slow burn cat and mouse game to catch a vicious villain. I've never heard of this one.
Are you sure it's not just called Monster?
Maybe. Yeah, Monster.
Yeah, I know Monster. I don't know no Monster Chronicles though.
Okay, Monster Chronicles, a slow burn cat and mouse game.
Yeah, it's saying that Monster Chronicles A, I will chronicle.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
That's that's the one with the what's the villain's name? Fucking Joan Lieber or some shit like that. Something like he's like it's kind of like you ever watch Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
It's kind of like in the it's the same sort of vibe. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I like Silence of the Lambs.
I swear I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched that in like 2010. Like,
It looks. I'm looking at some of the pictures of what the animes are, and this looks like
it's definitely older.
Kind of styling.
Yeah, it's older for sure. I watched it when I was like 10. To be perfectly honest with you, like I think I was too young to watch that shit because I was 10.
Yeah, I would probably say so.
And in the same way, I really don't remember what happens to. I mean, I could tell you the events bit by bit, like like objectively, what happens the same way I can do it with Silence of the Lambs. But I watched it so long ago that I don't have much to say about it.
Okay.
Because like I said, I also watched Silence of the Lambs, so I was like probably like 12 or 13.
I think I was a babe. I was a child when I watched that with my grandmother.
Yeah, I can quote it for you if you want. Put the lotion in the basket. But
hello, Clarice. Yeah, that was it. Next one on the list, of course, first one, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, there it is.
As they say, is a modern masterpiece where man is the worst monster of all. I like how that sounds.
Yeah, but I feel like we talked about Attack on Titan so much already.
I would say no. That's why I said that's the first one on the list, and we can move on from there. We'll go into detail with things like that later. Next one on the list, Hunter x Hunter. 2011. In parentheses, they put 2011.
Listen, man, if the author never got sick and the show kept going, like
I speak to one of my friends at FedEx, and he started talking about that world map and the Dark Continent and how big it is and how in depth that stuff goes. If they really would have got into that story, I really got into Hunter x Hunter. You know my feelings on Hanachiro.
Like I said, I still think the Chimera Ant arc is among one of the best arcs I've seen personally.
The sacrifice of Hanachiro will go down as one of
you keep calling him that, bro. It is Netero.
Netero.
You keep calling him that.
I keep calling him Hanachiro from Bleach.
Bro, you keep fucking me up with that.
Netero. Thank you. Listen, I'm old.
No, listen, I'm just saying. I keep going
him breaking his heart and becoming a nuke will go down as one of my top 10 favorite moments in the entire.
I'm gonna say it again, though. I'm gonna say it again. I don't care about Kite. I don't care about Kite at all. I didn't care the first time. I didn't care the first time. I didn't care the second time.
Oh my goodness!
Like he was there for like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Loki, he started the fucking fight. I mean, he pulled up on them. Let's really break it down. Actually.
Okay. Let's break down a little bit of this.
He pulled up on their spot. For fuck's sakes.
He pulled up onto the ants. The ants gave him.
He got himself bodied. Okay. All right. If I pull up to the lion den and I get shoot up on by a lion, all right. Like you don't gotta go that hard for me, okay? Unfortunately, I put myself there. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to why am I gonna hate Pito, bro? Like, Pito was just defending their king, bro. I don't care.
I like Pika. I
don't know this dude. I don't know Kite, bro. I'm sorry. Like the whole that's the only problem I got with the whole arc is I'm supposed to be really feeling for Gon right here about this fucking dude. I don't listen. Killua didn't even care. That's the thing, bro. Like it's not even just me in universe. Gon's the only one who gave a fuck. Killua was like, bro, chill.
And I mean,
we don't know about that.
But I did like his scythe.
It was okay. I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Apparently, in the manga, he has like a little bit more of a presence, but I just don't get it.
Oh, maybe I took him for the few episodes in which I saw him then disappear.
Like,
Like
but again, Killua was not going that hard because Killua did not care like that because he just met this man. He just met this man.
right, and I agree with that. But isn't that what most characters inside of Hunter x Hunter anyway? We just randomly have met each other and whatever.
I don't think they would have gone that hard if Leorio died. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Maybe.
I'm just saying, and I understand the point of that wasn't so much more Kite being this important ass character, as it was just to show that Gon's fucking psycho, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I mean, again, it's just the disconnect of sitting through listening to Gon bellyache over this fucking dude the whole season, and it's like
and what he sacrificed in order to try to exact revenge.
And like Pito died over it, and Pito didn't even get a fight. And Pito was a cool character, and I'm salty about that still.
I have some reservations on Hunter x Hunter 2. One of the
that's also my main one. I think the rest of the series is really, really, really good. I just that part is always something that stood out to me from the first watch through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand that one. Next one on the list. I hope I'm saying this right. Gintama is gag comedy gold that only gets funnier.
Man, Gintama. I've watched Gintama. I've tried to get into Gintama, like really, because it's a long series to get into. I want to say I watched like a good 20 episodes of it. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's got I haven't watched past 20 episodes. I haven't dropped it either. Like I haven't like decided to stop watching it. That's as far as I've gotten with it. It's a real slow burn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really takes its fucking time with what it's trying to do, and a lot of it is filler.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of it is filler.
So it's like Bleach, which means that I'll like it.
Which is, I mean, for a comedic series, I'm more okay with filler than other series. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand.
I didn't skip the filler. I watched the filler because all the real Gintama heads are going to tell you to watch the filler. Like it's part of the experience. They say. It's a fun show, and it's got flashes of like really good moments in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I fuck with the characters, for what I've seen of them. But even though I've watched a good amount, it's still like a very small percentage of it, so I can't give too much of a take on it. I like Gintoki, that's the main character. Okay. Like, do you know what it's about? It's
I know.
It's so basically it's set in feudal Japan. During the time of the samurai, and aliens came to Earth, and they came to Earth, and they basically kind of took over, and they banned swords, right? So nobody can carry a sword anymore. And all the former samurai, they kind of became part of the secret police or whatever the fuck it was. And the main character, he was a samurai, right? And like he fought like a war, and they lost and shit. And now he's just kind of living his life. Okay. But he still got the spirit of a samurai, even though he doesn't have the sword or anything. But he's still just rolling with the punches, basically, right? And then he's got a business, and basically it's just like odd jobs. You go to him and you be like, hey bro, I lost my cat, and he'll try to find your fucking cat. Or hey bro, my car broke down, he'll try and fix your car. Mind you, he's not a mechanic.
Like, it has 350 episodes.
Yeah, you pay him to do it, and like He'll be like, "Shit, bro. I'll figure it out for sure, bro. I promise you." But he ain't gonna tell you nothing to do. He'll be like, "I'll figure it out. I'll get it done. Don't worry." It's a good show. It's a good show. I just haven't watched too much of it.
No, I say some of these are interesting enough that it's kind of why the list probably came up for me to sit down and try to watch so I can start watching something different. Next one on the list, Cowboy Bebop.
There it is. Also been a long time since I watched it, but I do remember enough of it to have an opinion on it still.
It's been a long, long time since I've watched it.
I even watched the movie too. I also, I'm official with it.
I do, from time to time, watch the last fight of Cowboy Bebop once every couple of years.
That makes sense. I'm fairly certain we talked about this before on the podcast, but fuck it. So, like, one thing is I understand that it's episodic, and it's supposed to be. I think the show's at its best when it's not being episodic, right?
Yeah.
Like, whenever it's actually all the standard episodes, in my opinion, are the ones that actually continue the plot along. And yeah, I don't think it suffers for being episodic by any means. I just think it could be better, if it was more focused. Because it's made by the same guy who made Samurai Champloo, which we've already talked about a bunch of times before. And one thing I always say, I like Samurai Champloo better than Cowboy Bebop because I think it is better. I think it makes better use of its episodicism than Bebop does. Just because with Cowboy Bebop, they're the nature, which is weird actually, because considering there is no stated goal in Cowboy Bebop at all until the very end, basically. Where with Samurai Champloo there is, like, the whole point is they're going to go find that samurai, right? Mm-hmm. With Bebop, they're just chilling. They're just bebopping around, right? Until Vicious, comes in and doesn't fuck shit. He'll every so often he'll be like, "Hello, Spike," and make himself known.
I remember that.
But yeah, that's my main thing, right? Okay, we've done the one episode where we find out all about Jet's backstory.
Yeah. It's been a long time, but yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, like that shit, that's really good. All of Faye's storylines are really good. Spike, he's got really good storylines, but then then there's just episodes in between that, It's like I'm trying to think of what's the one where they God, I can't even think of all the episodes. I can't think of them all. Like, there's like one where there's like a computer hacker or some shit. And like he's possessing people through TVs.
I kind of remember it. Kind of.
Or was it radio waves? I don't even remember. It's been quite some time. I guess it's kind of what it is I can easily remember all the story things that happened, but everything between I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's been so long. Some of these I just want to watch again, just so I can, like Cowboy Bebop, just so I can remember everything.
Which I've actually. Go ahead. I was gonna say, I've heard that Cowboy Bebop gets better as you age. That's one thing I was told, like, when I was younger. So it's been so long since I watched it that I'm like, maybe I should watch it again because I've got enough years between me and then to, like, have a difference.
It's been, like I said, me watching Cowboy Bebop. It's been over 20 years.
Shit, maybe we should both watch it.
I mean, with the fact that we're doing this now, maybe there's a few of these maybe we should watch and break down. So, I mean, that's something we can sit and process here.
Yeah, I'll watch Cowboy Bebop again. Why not? Fuck it.
I'll watch it.
Fuck it.
I'll watch it next time we come on and we can give our full analysis. We can talk about it because
I used to hit the see you, Space Cowboy. I used to all the time.
But I do. But I've always I like Spike's get up. Always have.
Look, he got sauce. He got sauce. I do genuinely like it. I genuinely do like it. I liked it back then when I watched it. I just
like if if I ever went to a con and if I wanted to just randomly do something, no, I would dress like him, just for the hell of
it. I saw a couple guys dressed like him when I went to DreamCon.
See, I would say, yeah. I mean, it's for as long as it's been, and of what it is. People are still out there just repping. So, as far as greatest, maybe.
I still think Shampoo's better.
I think Shampoo is better too. But, Cowboy Bebop faithfuls they're faithful, man.
Because it's their only anime they watched.
Okay, next one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a magical adventure about love and sacrifice.
Jeez, I never heard of this one before.
Right.
I don't think we've even talked about this, have we?
Nope. We talked a little bit about the Mustang fight and talked a little bit about the brother and sister Roth and Fluff. No.
Yeah, we did.
As far as the series in itself, no, we haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, I think it's still a 10. I rewatched it like a couple years ago.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is an anime in which I rewatch once every 5 or 6 years because it's been about 6 years since I've watched it. One
thing I always say about that show is that I can't think of a character I dislike. Just I don't want to see them on screen ever.
Well, everybody in their Ron Tucker theory, in their Ron Tucker.
All right, well that doesn't count. Come on now.
That's part of the story.
Plus, he's not even in it. He's in for one episode. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, but one episode, and he's probably one of the top 3 most hated characters ever in all of anime. So,
but other than him, I can't think of any characters that I don't like seeing in that show, which I think is kind of an accomplishment.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody I kind of didn't like.
I guess Gluttony, I was kind of iffy on him. He's definitely my least favorite of the homunculi.
I see that. I'm trying to think through every character I can think of through that, and I can't even think of one that I just can say that I really don't like at all.
Yeah, and, I mean, it's got good choreography. It's got a really good soundtrack. The plot's really good. It has it. It actually fucking has a decent ending, which is a miracle in this day and age.
Well, I mean, how old is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, though?
I don't think ending a series is a lost art. I think niggas just are bad at it.
Well, okay. Going through endings, I mean, I would say I really like that ending of Brotherhood. Now, I know separation. I know we talked about this and talking about the separation between Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood, and the separation of saying the words because via Full Metal Alchemist, and everybody's thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist and how it was. And the fact that they had to go and remake and do Brotherhood in which to fix most of that crap.
Which is funny because if you actually, I think the ultimate way to watch Full Metal is to watch the first 5 episodes of the original Alchemist and then do Brotherhood.
I watched the complete series of both.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't finish the first Full Metal because I watched Brotherhood first.
Mm-hmm.
And I started that one, and I got a bad taste in my mouth because episode 3 he kills somebody.
Yeah, I would say, well, yeah, So
it's such a big fucking deal that Ed doesn't kill people, and he kills somebody in like the first few episodes. I'm like, all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I watched it Full Metal Alchemist first because, of course, it came out first, and I was, just fresh out of high school, kind of when Full Metal Alchemist came out, and then, like you said, it left a sour taste in my mouth, and I didn't watch it at all until I was forced to finish watching it, and then I found out about Brotherhood when I was living in Kentucky. And sat and I watched that thing probably almost straight through. Besides Bleach, it was one of the first 4 anime in which I've ever completed.
Now, listen, I can tell you exactly how I started Full Metal. It was I want to say like 2018, 19 after I just graduated high school. I was just I just graduated. I didn't have a job. I was just chilling, watching Netflix. And I had just finished watching Kill la Kill, right? Which I've already told you about. And I really fucking liked Kill la Kill. And and then I was just trying to find something else to watch. And I started another show called which you've heard of, Seven Deadly Sins. And I watched one episode, and I just was not gelling with it whatsoever. I'll give a show a good solid shot, but sometimes I watch a show and I'm just like, just the vibe of it, I'm not fucking with. And then I'm like, okay, what's this? Full Metal Brotherhood. I've heard of this. I started watching it. First episode, I'm like, okay. I watched like 10 that day, and I just kept going. Like, Full Metal has one of the best side casts of any show I've seen to date. Aside from Edward and Alphonse, I mean, come on, you got so many Greed,
I love Greed. We already talked about the love of Mustang.
But listen, no, I got to talk about Greed. Greed is such a good fucking character.
I loved Greed. Actually, I love the homunculus.
Homunculi, I think Envy and Greed and King Bradley kind of carry them a little bit as a villain cast.
Yeah.
Because Gluttony is definitely the weak link in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And Sloth is cool. We just don't see enough of him. And Lust is really cool when she dies too soon. And then Pride is really cool, but he's also really cool. I don't really got any like bad things to say about him. He just isn't in it as much, I say. But Envy is just a really good character for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I like Envy.
What's that?
I liked Envy.
Yeah, he's such a good character, and Greed is also probably he's probably top 5 best characters in the entire series. I'm including Greed with Ling, by the way, like that whole thing they got going on. And then King Bradley is just has the most sauce in the whole fucking series.
I agree.
When he's on screen, he's the nigga you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Like he maxed out everybody he fought without fucking fail, bro. Even after getting shot he can't heal, mind you. He's out of his prime. This dude, it took so much bullshit to land a single fucking to stab him once. Then he got shot. I think he got shot in the arm or leg or whatever it was. Fell down, and then still stepped up to Scar, who got some of the best hands in the series. And Scar still needed to get bailed out by God himself to win that shit. And he still took a sword to the fucking chest over it.
Badassery.
The whole plot to take over the Capitol, the first thing they needed to do was get him the fuck out of the Capitol.
Yeah.
They were dead ass more scared of him than they were Father.
Because
that 2 feet of that 2 foot diameter around him that his sword covers, that's instant death zone, bro. You walk into that, you're dead immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody can keep up with him.
So I would say no. I that gets my vote for one of the greatest. I mean, with the fact of a good story, no bad characters, no flow issues, and everything in which that go. No, I absolutely loved Brotherhood. I should actually watch that again. Next one on the list, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Evangelion, sorry.
Galleon.
I
saw a meme one time. It was like Evangelion fans going to hell when they went to God and called him Jod.
I am one of those people.
Jod. But Evangelion. That's another one. It's just been a long time since I watched it. I will tell you, right? Have you watched it?
Maybe. The name sounds as if I probably did watch an episode or two.
Oh, you don't even really know about it like that?
No.
That's the one with the giant robots and they fight the angels.
Okay, I know what it is.
Yeah, Oscar and Ray.
Okay, I know what it is. I can tell you I haven't watched all of it, and I may have watched an episode or two with a friend, like friends from high school.
Okay, so it's 24. I'm only talking about the main series because it's a weird series. There's the main series, and there's like 7 movies afterwards, and half of them are all like like retellings of the original series, right?
Okay.
So to only talk about the main series, it's 24 episodes, right? Okay. And it's just it's the type of show that I feel like couldn't exist anymore. Like the way it was produced couldn't have happened now because it was made in the 90s, like mid 90s.
That's what I said. I remember it from high school.
Yeah, so there's these things, they're called angels, and they're not like biblical angels. That's what they're called, right? They're giant fucking monsters. And every one of them is unique. Like, you know, most of them are giant monsters. I mean, most of them are giant monsters. Some of them are weird shit, though. Like, there's one that's like a physical computer virus that just moves through wires. Mm-hmm. And there's one that's like a giant floating sphere that's casting a shadow on the ground. But it turns out that shadow is the actual monster, and the thing that's floating in the air is that thing's shadow because it's like weird 4-dimensional shit.
Okay, but, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that one actually is I bring that one up in particular because to watch that show, it's really a normal show to watch until they fight that one, if I remember correctly. Then the show gets really fucking weird, and you know, anybody who would watch the show with some prior knowledge knows that it gets all weird and psychological, right? Mm-hmm. But you know, so. But if you weren't to have watched it, you know, in that way, and you were just watching it, that would like blindside you, because it gets like really like psychological. Like every episode after that is somebody's having this like fucking breakdown mentally. Like it gets wild. It's been a while since I watched, so I couldn't get too specific with how wild it gets, but. It's trippy. It's really trippy, right? Mm-hmm. It feels like you're watching one guy's mind just kind of unfold onto the screen. The guy who made it.
Yeah.
There's one scene where the one girl, Asuka, right? She's fighting this one angel, and you know, at this point, she's already been kind of like breaking down a little bit over time because she's got like these like weird insecurity issues. This thing's floating in the atmosphere, like it's above the planet, right? It just like beams down this like light of God upon her. And in the show, it plays Hallelujah. You know the Hallelujah, right? Bro, dude. She loses. Dude, she just starts screaming and shit because it's fucking her mind up bad, right? It's like beaming basically all of her own mental issues into her own brain and like magnifying them.
Oh, jeez.
You know, to the music of Hallelujah.
Wow. Okay.
I never. Yeah, she's like, it's raping my brain, and she said that. I know she said that. All right.
Wow. Okay. No, that wow.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just kind of describing events like
I know I haven't watched that whole series. I know, like I said, I probably watched an episode or two, but shit.
It's worth watching at least one time in your life for sure.
Yeah. Last one on the list.
I have more to say.
Oh, you have more to say? Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, let's. I got. Okay. Well, the reason, the only thing I want to say, I want to finish with is the reason I said that it's a type of show that couldn't be made anymore, is because you can, as you watch it, you can see as they run out of money.
Well, I kind of get that. You know,
and you can see the shit they do to preserve to just get around that fact that their budget has dropped drastically. There's one. Like the story isn't based off of manga, right? It's all its own original shit from the show onward.
That I actually remember.
So some of the shit they're doing is they're literally adding they're taking advantage of their own plot to do shit to get around the fact they have no money, like in the actual universe of the show. There's these two, Asuka and Ray, right? They both have like a series long, weird thing with each other where they just don't like each other very much. Like close to the end, there's a scene where they're both in an elevator, and it's like 2 or 3 straight minutes of just a still shot of them looking at each other in dead silence. And again, they're doing that because they have no money.
I see.
And there's another, I think it's like the second to last episode, there's a scene where the main character basically has to kill one of his friends, right? And he grips him up in his giant mech suit. He's holding the guy's like his own person body with his giant mech suit. And he's like looking at him because he's about to eat him, right? And it's just playing like piano music over him looking at him. It's like 5 straight minutes of him just looking at him, right? Again, a completely still shot. It's a fucking PNG on a screen. And then in like the last episode, the main character has this like dream sequence where he's losing his mind, and it's all like drawn in like crayon and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're using like key art, like sketch art from like when they were storyboarding as the scene. It's fucking wild. You got to watch it at least once.
I will put that into my watch list.
Yeah, I should watch that again. It's been a long time. All right, now we can move on.
Last one on the list, and I believe this is the last one. Yeah, last one on the list. Legend of the Galactic Heroes crafts an eye-opening, multi-generational space epic.
Man, I ain't never heard of that.
Never heard of this.
That's some unk shit right there.
Well, let's read. This one. I've never heard of this one, so I read it. Let me brighten my screen because once again I'm old. There are endless anime that chronicle sprawling space dreams in the galactic wars that break out between feuding factions. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is the prototypical space opera that focuses on 2 rivals who are on opposite sides of a war that's 150 years in motion. Legends of the Galactic Heroes stands out from its peers by its avoidance of standard genre types in favor of realistic and patient storytelling and character development. Then it goes on, but man, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I got nothing to say about that one.
From that list, though, some of them I need to rewatch, and some of them I think I might watch and give my own view. Maybe we'll come back to this.
Man, this list isn't valid, bro. They don't got ReZero.
But that goes down into my question for us, because we're just about at an hour. in that list, out of the animes in which you know and the animes I know, what animes can fit into that list?
Gurren Lagann, ReZero, One Piece. Hang on. Now I gotta think. All right, those are my three. Yeah, those are my three.
Gurren Lagann, ReZero.
Now I gotta think.
I said
One Piece. Oh, I said Gurren Lagann, ReZero, One Piece.
In that list, greatest.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Dragon Ball Z. I would put Samurai Champloo in that list.
As an all-timer, I don't know.
It is timeless. I did watch that in the last 5 years.
It's timeless, but am I calling it an all-timer? I don't know.
I can't think of one bad fight inside that entire anime.
See, listen, when I'm considering a show that's an all-timer, like I consider it like whether or not the fights are amazing is kind of like outside of my it's a bit outside the
story.
It's just outside the criteria though. Like what really like all I'm thinking about when I'm thinking of like an all-time show for me personally is just personal impact. You know what I'm saying? Like how I feel about it after all said. Like how did I feel about it after all was said and done, and how much this stick with me.
If we go through personal impact, I still, even though it's one season in, I haven't read the manga, and the fact that what it impacted on me, Zombie 100 Bucket List of the Dead is a really great anime.
I gotta watch that.
For me personally, it just like that one in itself. If we're going into greatest and things that impact you the most, then Zom 100 goes in that list to me. One Piece now goes into that piece for me. Now that I sat down and finally watched it to see it for myself.
That's the thing. The reason I can put ReZero in One Piece and Gurren Lagann so easily.
ReZero, I will put in there. Of course, I will put that in there.
Well, the reason I'm able to put those are the only ones I can name easily off the top of my head like that is because those are the only ones I can tell you for 100% fact that they've like personally long-term influenced me and like just the way I see things. You know what I'm saying? I love a lot of shows. I love a lot of shows, but
I love a lot of shows.
I can't say they all had like a deep impact on me. You know, like just like throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what my metric is.
Kind of like JJK.
Like, okay, JJK, listen, JJK has some of the best fight. JJK might have the best fights, like, consistently across the entire series compared to any other show I've watched. JJK is not all time for me. Like, it just isn't. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with that as far as whatever, but we can get into the fighting.
And like if we're talking best fights, JJK's top of the list. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say we'll get into that in another pod.
Like
I think that one deserves its own dedicated time in which to talk about fighting in anime.
But just as far as being an all timer, it just isn't in there for me. You know what I'm
saying? I would agree. I mean, there are people who would put like an Inuyasha in that list.
I never watched that, unfortunately.
I have with my ex-wife.
Like Kenichi, maybe?
It's actually pretty good.
I mean, I've watched some of it. I've watched a little bit with like my friend was trying to put me onto it one time. It's okay. From what I've seen. Kenichi, that's a good one. The Mightiest Disciple.
I started watching Fist of the North Star.
Oh man, that you watching that grandpa shit.
Yeah, but from what I've seen, what I watched, that's actually pretty good. Then there's the one I think it was you who had me watch it.
What? Or sorry?
No, the war one.
War 86.
I watched that. That was good. No, I watched it and then I got to like episode 11 and it was really good, but I started getting back into One Piece and forgot about it and just never finished watching it.
Finland
I,
Saga.
no, it was
War
about
what is it?
oh crap. I will go through my database and if I find it, I will let you know. I can't remember the name of it. But it was really good. It was about Soviet War.
Soviet War. What did I watch about Soviet? Can you give me anything? I'm trying to remember what that was. I don't remember anything. So
the dude worked for a company, but then the company tried to pull him over, so he became a mercenary with them.
What the fuck? I don't know anything like that.
I like I said, once I find it, I will let you know.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
about. But like I said, I watch a lot of anime and then I get interested and then I think about the stuff in which I need to catch up and then I stop. I got to get out of that habit.
I'm trying. I can't think of anything I watched where there was a guy who was a Soviet and he turned on his company. I can't think what that is.
Was it? Let me see if I think I found. I think it was on my Crunchyroll.
Yeah, this is like bugging me.
Let me see. There's your 86 right there.
Yeah, you sure it's 86?
No, it's not 86. Then I found it on my high anime, which is down.
Shit, whatever.
If I ever find it again, I will let you know instantly if I remember the dang on name.
And like another all timer, which isn't even an anime, but I don't care. I'm including it. Higurashi, I'm repping that still. I don't care.
Honestly, if you want to take a minute and talk about that quickly.
I couldn't take a minute. Nah, that would be like a whole episode by itself.
Gotcha. But it gives us something in which to do some researching of our own and sit down and go through our collective brains, and maybe we could come up with some list of this of our own.
Like the only reason I bring that up is because that's like the thing that recently entered into that like kind of echelon for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it really, honestly, it was really just ReZero and One Piece and Gurren Lagann for like a good number of years. Like Higurashi just got in there for me.
Well, like I said, and I started rewatching it again and going through the story of Bleach and some of the stories and fights and remembering some of those things from my youth. And for me, as far as some of the greatest, arguments can be given because of its filler and its filler arcs and stuff like that. But if you go with the straight story from beginning to end, no, I myself personally, and as far as some of the greatest anime ever made, I would put Bleach in that actual category.
Like just separating it from like what I think is an all-time great is just like a all-time favorite, which I have a whole different thing for. Like I can go a lot further with that. I got JoJo, I got Toradora, Kill la Kill, Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom is good. You know what? Going into that, I wouldn't put it as the
Conversation.
greatest of all time, but one anime in which I like, which I mean, if you want to try to put it into the story, if you really like the story, then go for it. Is Soul Eater.
I haven't watched past like I was watching my one friend was trying to put me onto it. Like he was like a heavy deep Soul Eater fan, right?
Uh huh.
Like he watched the shit back in middle school. He's been on his whole life. And I
Yeah.
was watching it with him, and I was enjoying it. I was genuinely enjoying it, but I started hanging out with that guy, and so after that I didn't watch it.
It ends with a punch.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people hate the ending because it ends in a friendship punch.
I wouldn't call it a friendship punch because she really put every ounce of power into that punch.
I don't mind that. I mean,
But for how the story went and how it ended, I mean, underneath contention, I kind of liked it because it didn't have to, it wasn't, no, I have to summon up every ounce of power that I gained through every ounce of training that I ever had, in life and put it all into my fist in order to put it into his face so that everything that I have will go and it's just me and I'm just going to hit you as hard as I physically can and it was just enough in order to break all the cursing and which that came for all of that. And for it, I can appreciate that because from when I used to watch anime, it was a more original for me or to me when I was
I
in
mean,
a
I think Soul Eater is pretty original even for now. Like, most series that are coming out, they're all pretty like what's the word for? They're all really Japanese. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
Like I don't know how else to say that. All the popular shit. Demon Slayer. It's set in older Japan, and JJK is set in modern Japan. Well, hang on a second. What's that? Ah, that's what somebody says. Anyway,
Gotcha.
anyway, I'll do it in a minute. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, they're all really Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I don't really got much of a point about that. I just think if you look back at some of the older shows, they're more willing to do their own unique study. It's either that or it's an isekai. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what an isekai is, right?
I'm watching Fruits Basket again.
It's not an isekai. Isn't that more like spirit dudes come to her world?
No, it's her going into their house and they all turn into the zodiac animals if they're hugged.
Well, I'm saying the fucking the most common type of show that gets made now is some weird dude from Japan dies or gets summoned to a new world and it's like some
Yeah,
generic
they
fantasy.
got reincarnated as a slime that's like that, and
Yeah, so every series that I'm seeing now is either that or
or
it's
in
set
solo
in.
level, or even I'm gonna say the new anime that I've been seeing coming out over the next like year is solo leveling.
Solo leveling is just an isekai without an isekai. Like it's just isekai, but the monsters are coming to him.
Yeah, I was like, but you're right. Like I've been watching a few, jack of all trades.
But Soul Eater
It's
is
like so,
that was more from a time when more shows were doing their own unique settings and they didn't need to have the connection of it either being set in Japan
but
or
then
being
I found
inhabited by
out
people who were from Japan.
I would have to look at this, but then I heard Soul Eater was a second part of another anime where the last image of the world that was created was the world of Soul Eater.
Well,
I
yeah,
gotta
that's
look
Fire.
at the
That's
anime.
Fire Force. Yeah,
So
Fire Force.
what was it?
Fire Force.
Fire. Thank you.
I thought you
Okay.
watched that. I thought you watched that.
I didn't watch Fire Force.
I that's where you did.
I talked to my coworker about it.
Mm.
and he was telling me about it, but I couldn't remember the anime in which he said that was. But that's another one in which that I need to sit down and watch, because a lot of people is talking about this Fire Force and putting it down as one of those anime that goes up in there. So there is a multitude in a long world of anime in which to sit down and put it as the greatest, compared to what your personal view is on anime, and sitting down and putting them through and trying to compose it those lists. I mean, I'm down to sit down and write some of these lists if you are, and put
Shit,
down some personal opinion on some of this stuff as well.
shit. It's all off the dome.
No, yeah, but the fact of episoding and putting that right together. No, I figured we could put some of these lists of ourselves together and come up and see what happens. And for that, and if you have sat here for the last over hour and listened to all of this, thank you. Um, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But this is SHAU and
Rayne.
Rayne. uh, this is going to be a wrap for ANIPOD, episode 4. I'll put this together and get this out as soon as possible. But no, stay tuned. We'll do this as often as possible and sit down and talk more anime. Other
Oh
than
yeah.
that, later.
I'll see you.